Hey guys, Foxy here. How's it going today? We are going to talk about the top 10 most pressing questions that were answered and asked in the ASI or FET X spaces yesterday. So we're going to jump into that in this video. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or follow me on X. That's where this is from. These are the top 10 questions that they are answering now in a text format. So it's easy to read and easy to communicate to you guys rather than having to go back through the whole recording of the X space because it lasted for quite a while. My highlighter's not working. Normally, I have some words highlighted to kind of help with the flow of the video, but I'm just going to have to wing it for this point here. So, what happened to the PAL merger, and are there going to be more mergers in the future? So, these are some of the biggest questions that the community has been asking about, and they have answered a ton of them here. So, just bear with me here. So, PAL retracted the proposal in response to community sentiment. Obviously, the community was not very receptive of this merger, and so they had actually taken it back. So the community remains top priority, it says. So for now, they're focusing on strengthening and reconnecting with the existing community. Looking ahead, any potential merger proposal will fully incorporate community feedback before being announced. I like that they're taking into consideration all the things that we're telling them. Things are going to get better here, guys. So these guys are willing to work on it, and obviously we have to give them a chance here. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, right? So will the collaboration between FET and PAL continue? Yes, they are going to continue collaboration with no significant changes to the product roadmap or objectives. So why pursue mergers rather than focusing solely on partnerships? This is the question that I had because, like I said, not everything has to be a merger, right? Sometimes it's just a simple partnership would do. They just agree to work together in certain things. Why are they actually absorbing the token into theirs, kind of thing? So mergers create shared tokenomics, which drive deeper technical collaboration. Teams share economic incentives, and it simplifies joint product and development. I guess that would be good in the case of if you're going to start like developing together on a number of different projects. But in my opinion, I think partnerships are okay if you're going to just kind of be mildly like working together on certain things, kind of thing. But they also have dividing revenue, aligning separate token systems, and it's challenging. Mergers allow for unified roadmaps and scalable synergies, which I understand there. And like I said, not everything deserves a merger, but maybe partnership would be more appropriate for that. But that's on them to decide that, and the community also as well. So why is the token ticker not being changed to ASI as intended? So the decision to retain the FET ticker is to avoid trading disruptions, including halting trading, delisting, and relisting futures and perpetuals. Now, the point they're making here now is we are getting into a very good point of this bull market, right? Things are starting to kind of pop off. Things are starting to run. And I know you're going to say, well, the coin hasn't been making any progress. That's because we've had a few setbacks. And honestly, guys, like the people that are left here, they know the vision, they know what the community and what the project is building, and how we're going to be working together. And these things are being addressed, right? So things are going to get better here on out. I do believe so. So obviously they don't want to disrupt trading in the meantime when prices are up and people are tending to trade the token more, right? I don't blame them here. That's something that should be done in the bull market. That's my opinion. So the addition of new token holders causing dilution for existing holders. So is that what's going on? You hear a lot of people saying that when they merge, that it's diluting the token. So I did hear Ben Gortzel actually address this on the X space yesterday. No, I believe this might be his words, but don't quote me. The addition of new token holders is not a dilution in a financial sense, although it might create a perception of dilution. The actual value of tokens for existing holders remains unchanged. You have to remember too, when projects merge together, they also absorb the liquidity from the other project, right? So it's not like they're just making more tokens; they're also adding the liquidity from the other project into, the liquidity of the main token, right? So it's not like you're just adding a bunch of tokens, which is going to drive your price down. Because if you guys notice, you guys go back and look and see the chart when when Kudos merged and things like that, it doesn't actually drive the price down, right? We haven't seen that. So that is a lot of times what happens. So what mechanisms are planned to address these concerns? An earn and burn mechanism is going to be implemented. I talked about this yesterday in a video. They're going to implement this burn mechanism. Portion of earnings will be burnt to offset the perceived dilution, enhancing tokenomics, and also incentivizing holders to basically be a little bit more receptive to some of these mergers, and really it can offset some of the, like they said, the perception of the dilution. So when will full details about the earn and burn mechanism be released to the community? Within the next week or two. They're still putting things together, making sure that they are going to deliver a sustainable program for this burn. So we're going to have to wait and hear the details of that. So what is the purpose of the earn and burn mechanism? The earn and burn mechanism offsets supply expansion. Like people are complaining about the dilution, which is like adding more tokens to FET to accommodate for the tokens that they're going to have to put out for the project that's incorporating in. So that's going to serve as an experimental approach to create deflationary pressure. Careful measurement and ongoing adjustments will guide its success. So it's not something that's going to be set in stone. They're going to implement it, see kind of how it's working, and adjust accordingly. What is the current focus for the Alliance product roadmap? They're collaborating with existing members of the Alliance to build innovative products, leveraging shared tokenomics, et cetera, et cetera. The roadmap highlights a deep technical synergy among FET, Ocean, and SingularityNet. And they're going to drive accelerated innovation and adoption, distributed systems, and AI applications. So they're going to provide a detailed overview of the broader roadmap alongside insights into the announced projects and their respective roadmaps, such as ASI Create, ASI Learn, and the soon to be officially announced ASI Train. So those are all things that are going to be included in the roadmap, and we'll find out more details when that is released. What are the current products actively under development from the Alliance? This is something that I wanted to know as well. Obviously, I have a decent idea because I cover this all the time. However, it's good to kind of hear it from them what they're actually actively working on, right? ASI Create is what they're actively working on. So this revolutionizes AI and artificial intelligence through a decentralized marketplace. Talked about that in one of my videos. ASI Learn is an AI-driven platform that personalizes learning from adaptive AI tutors using OpenCog Hyperion, reducing errors while enhancing engagement. So they have real-time progression tracking and such as well. ASI Train is an initiative that allows individuals to invest in and benefit from foundational scientific AI models designed to address critical industry needs. So this could be used in a number of different things in fields such as robotics, healthcare, material science, and beyond. So that's pretty much what's going on with the Alliance at this point. I just want to give you guys an overview of kind of like what they're working on, what more details of because I kind of mostly focused on the burn yesterday, because that is what a lot of people were wanting to see, right? And a lot of people are saying that they wanted to see a burn mechanism put in place. Not every token needs a burn. And now I've been asked this quite a few times, do I think that ASI needs or FET needs a burn? Before I said no. And the reason I said that is because I don't think every project needs a burn mechanism, right? I think burn sometimes causes, inflation of the price to appease holders, but it doesn't really do anything for the project, in my opinion. I think that just makes it more likely for the price to inflate and people to sell and things like that, which is good. Making profits is a good thing, but I don't think it was I didn't think it was meant to benefit the project. But now that we're talking about potential mergers down the road, we know now that that's what they're working. They're open to doing that, and if they're open to diluting as people feel, right? If they're open to diluting the tokenomics and such, I think having this deflationary method is something that everybody in the community can kind of agree on now. So that's why I'm saying it's a good thing, because I think that it's going to help offset some of these tokens coming in and having to be made to accommodate new projects. So I didn't realize that they were that big on merging a number of other different projects. So if that's the case, I am welcome to this burn mechanism. So that's my opinion. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know this is a bit longer video, but I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest and kind of talk about it a little bit. So hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.